Welcome back to another episode. Before we start, I just want to say my book is officially out. So I've written a cookbook, Fire to Fork Adventure Cooking, is available for pre-order now on my website. This has taken me 4 years to write and a long time to dream up all the recipes. There's a lot of blood, sweat and tears in this. Love you to get one. The sooner you get your order in, the sooner you'll get your book. First in, first served. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. 200 pages, 60 plus recipes, and you know, fire guides and gear guides, a guide on how to make this sort of kitchen and things like that. I'm stoked with it. I hope you like it. Let's go on with the episode. Welcome back to Fire to Fork, and this time we're back in the Kimberley, although quite far away from where I have been in the past. Not near Broome. We are east of Broome. I'm not going to tell you where, but I would like to say thank you to Shane Healy for the spot. It's an absolute ripper, and we've been fishing for cherabin. If you don't know what cherabin is, it's like a big prawn, kind of like halfway between a prawn and a crayfish. So it looks like this. That's a cherabin. And apparently they taste a lot like prawns. So I'm going to do a recipe tonight that you don't obviously have to have this kind of strange North Australia exotic creature in, but you can just use normal prawns. But so everything else will be the same. It's just that I'm using what we have in that little creek there. Now, on this trip, I've got a couple of mates with me, Nick and Nick. I don't call either of them Nick, but I'm just going to call them, that one over there is Dolphin. Say hi, Dolphin.
Hello, everyone.
And this one here is Nick.
G'day, everyone. How you going?
Before we left on this trip, I gave these guys a little bit of surprise. I gave them each some Osprey gear. What I want to do on this trip is show you guys and these guys how to use Osprey gear. So I'm going to cut to a little thing of like what I've given the boys. Now, I'm actually not going to bring a fire pit or an Osprey or gloves or tongs, but you are.
I am.
So
I'm the fire kit man.
That's yours.
Is this mine?
That's a fire pit.
Legend. How good is that? Kit fry. Oh, mate, I've always wanted one of these. Just what I always wanted.
Some gloves.
Oh, you legend.
Tongs.
Oh.
Go with it. And then, well, I got you a chef knife. And the
Such
idea,
a kind sir.
The idea is, on this trip, I'll teach you how to use them all.
Beautiful, mate. You're a legend. Couldn't be happier.
So that's actually yours to keep.
Mate, that is awesome. Oh, good. Now I can learn to cook. Just what I've always wanted.
Wicked.
I'm Nick, and welcome to Fire to Fork.
So, Werner, what I haven't told you is I'm not bringing any Osprey shit, because you are.
Ooh.
This is all your Osprey shit.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, mate. That's awesome.
So, I've got your cleaver.
Yeah.
And I've got you the travel braai.
Yeah.
And I've got you the large camp braai and tongs and bags and all the rest of it. Because the idea of this trip, I got Dolphin a fire pit and a knife.
Yeah.
And the idea is I want to teach you guys how to use it on
Sick.
the trip.
Oh, that's awesome. What a great idea.
So I thought, yeah, and some tongs obviously, yeah. But no, I thought it'd be wicked. So
Great idea.
this is the small, also because you've got the Kamada at
Yeah.
home, so I thought, well, if you've got a Kamada, then like, there's no point. Like, you've got it, you've got a wicked fire pit, but this is, and these are sick. It's still got all the like machining oil on it. So the boys are stoked with what they got, but they haven't really used it a lot. In fact, we've used each bit once this trip so far. Hello GoPro. But we haven't cooked anything particularly difficult, and I want to kind of show you guys and these guys through some of the idiosyncrasies of each of the things, and just like some little tips that I've learned along the way. I didn't realize how many little things I was doing until I started doing them myself. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. I'm not going to bore you with all the details of how to cut a prawn in half and take the guts out, or the poo trail out. So we're just going to fast forward through that and get it done. Do you guys want to give a sound?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, we've got our cherabin all sorted out, all nicely dispatched and cut up and whatnot. They were all pretty much dead anyway. But yeah, the way we kill them is just knife through the head, nice and quick. So, next stage, have you guys got a Denzel frothing tool?
Yep.
Fresh
Do you need a...
me.
All right, what are you on?
Oprah tin free.
Oprah tin free. Maddie McCann's.
That one for me.
White one?
Yep.
White ones are the Colonial Pales, by the way. Really good session ales.
Fish, you're up.
You don't want to get... Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Cheers. Really good session ales. Well, it's a pale ale, but like good for having a couple of and not being wasted. All right, so process here is we're going to put the pasta water on because pasta. So a bit of salt, and I've set up the Osprey fire grid over there. And then we'll chuck that water on there. That's fine. Plenty of heat on that, I reckon. Now, next stage is we've got to get a whole bunch of garlic to put these. Oh, when did you reckon you could get this bowl out of the drawer? Thanks. So, I like to just make up a little sort of bowl of garlicky goodness. And this new breadboard, I am trialing. I've been trialing it for a little bit, and I love it. And I'm definitely going to get these made as fire to fork breadboards because they are bloody brilliant. Handmade down south. So Jared breadboards will be coming soon. Bear with me as I sort out all the logistics and get my website working properly, and then we should be on. I reckon we might have to have a little taste test of these before they go in the pasta. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
Barbecue them first. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great one. Little Cedar Summit. These are my Tupperwares. Cedar Summit Tupperware. I've got a screw-on lid. No, that's great. Little screw-on lid, collapsible. Great.
Good bit of kit.
Yeah, they're quite new to me. I've used the bigger Tupperwares, but I just got a whole bunch more small ones, and they're so good because of the fact I always have leftovers, and the fact that you can just crunch these things up to nothing, and the lids on them are completely watertight. Like I've literally never had anything spill. There's not a well, it is a plug for Cedar Summit, but it's not a paid one. Just a really, really good bit of kit. All right, that is a heap of garlic in there, which is great. Now, I'm gonna just chuck in some Evu, aka extra virgin olive oil. Whoa!
Ooh,
Not
almost.
to be mistaken with four-wheel drive Lancer. This stuff is tasty. A bit of salt first. All right, fair bit of salt. I'm going to say 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I keep a little brush with me. Just a little paintbrush. And I'm just going to leave that in there to get to know each other. Oh, a little bit of pepper as well. And that is good to sit. But I reckon now, well, let's go and set up this Osprey. I always put it face out, of course, so that you can get the actual grill in. Make a bit of a clearing the fire. Make sure there's a bit of even heat underneath it. Oh yeah, these come with a clip, which you can use. I don't use it as often as I probably should, just because I'm actually used to the ones that don't have it. But some people said that, you know, they'd prefer a little bit of extra stability. So Osprey listened, and that clip goes in there, and that makes it really stable. And all we'll do, so there's only one little bit of coals under here, so it's not enough. Just move some coals out underneath it. I'll grab a shovel in a second and I'll shovel some coals in the middle here and we're good to go.
Beauty.
Okay, to go in this dish, I always find bacon and prawns go really well together. So I've got some bacon here. I use streaky bacon because I'm not a monster. Shortcut bacon is basically ham. Come on. A little bit more. Very rarely you say I have too much bacon. So that's probably 200 grams of bacon. I just want to dice that up and I'm going to chuck it in a wok. But first I'm going to throw in some onions. Folding handle wok, as always. Any gear I'm using in this episode is on my gear page, which has links, and you can buy it, you can not buy it, but if you do buy it, it all goes towards helping me a little bit. Well, not all of it actually, some of it does. Some of them are companies on there that I have relationships with, some of them I don't. And I think the thing it's telling is the fact that a lot of them I don't. Literally everything on there is just the gear I like, not the gear that makes me money. Okay. Oh, if you want to know what happened to my finger, a drone bit me.
Good photo though.
Good photo. Terrible, terribly annoying injury. So one large onion, probably don't actually need that much, but I'm not going to waste it. And then more garlic, just a little bit. You don't need tons in this. In fact, we've got so much garlic in here already done. I'm just going to do this. A little, probably a clove. And a little bit of oil, olive oil. And we'll fry it up. All right, so that onion is now a little bit browned, or sort of translucent. So definitely time for some bacon. And I actually got rid of some of the onion. We kept looking at it and just going, that's a stupid amount. The onion we had was giant, didn't want to waste any, but the reality is it's worth wasting a third of an onion to have a better meal. All right, let's go and brown this down, and then I reckon we put the cherabin on.
Yeah, that's good.
So, all right, Nick, let's have a look at this.
Where's that top?
Here.
No, nice one.
But we're gonna baste these guys first. So I try not to baste my stuff over my table because it's just so much cleaning. And you basically just drop a bit in there.
These were caught about, what, half an hour ago?
Yeah, so good.
So bloody good.
Okay, that's it. We're done.
You beauties.
Now chuck the lid on. So I'll probably put this in the tightest setting so we're down nice and low. So on the front of these there are 3 settings and you want to put it in the lowest setting. This is the Osprey camp braai, and they've also got a travel braai. But so I'm not trying to market these, I'm literally just trying to show people how to use them better because so many people have bought them. I thought, well, I've never actually gone into any detail about how they work. Do you want to put it on, mate? Put it on your stand?
Let's do it. You do them up the top first?
Yeah, do shell down first.
Shell down.
So, other way. Oh yeah, that way. Yeah, shell down first. Perfect.
Beauty.
You've got 3 levels of
Yep.
fry here.
So you can actually do 4 levels, including the top. 4 levels of that, and yeah. So we're going to do them medium hot. We want them to brown up and crisp. I'm actually probably not even going to flip those. They should cook gently from underneath, and it'll keep a lot of the moisture in. If we really need to, I will, but you don't really need to. Also, you want to try and keep these crispy legs. Those crispy legs are delicious. I reckon we put the pasta in too.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
All right, that pasta water is on the edge of the boil, so I'll put it here. Get a bit of extra heat. Move that back a bit. How good is this? 3 people.
Yeah. I always overestimate pasta. That's your job, mate.
Oh, the whole thing.
Put the whole thing. Whole thing.
That's boiling now. Let's see your technique. Oh, mate, textbook technique. You're really careful over a fire when you do that though, because it will burn the ends. So always do it away from the fire. On a stove, I always do it like that, but on a fire, you've got to be slightly different, because I've had burnt, blackened ends and they're not very good. Okay, I'll clean up around here and then we'll get into the next bit. We want them to cook slowly, so we're just moving the cherabin up one because they're cooking a little bit too quickly. They're blackening a little bit, so that's it. You just gotta have a look. Fire is, it's not like you set it to 180 degrees and it's a consistent thing every time. You gotta cook with your eyes. Okay, last stage. Last thing to do is just chop up some tomatoes. We managed to get these on the side of the road on the way up, and they're freaking delicious. So fresh, so tasty. They've tons of flavour.
A Margot Frothy?
I'm still good, mate. We should see how many different names we can come up to as we
get hundreds.
As we climb Mount Frothiosco. The slow ascent. Actually, put down, comment below your favourite name for a beer, or a tin, or a Denzel Frothington, an Oprah Tinfree. I want to hear the best.
George Frothington.
That's good, George Frothington. I like it. So I'm just going to dice these tomatoes, and we're going to put them in right at the end. We want them fresh, not cooked. So you still want that freshness from them. So I'll probably do 3 tomatoes in here, I reckon. Are they?
Yeah.
Great. Cherabin are looking really close, which is great because the cherabin are the one thing that we can take off and let cool down a touch.
Yeah, they're starting to look like they're all white through.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. They're looking all white through. They're very, very close to taking them off. And I'm also just going to chop up a couple of chilies because we all like chili, and I think this will go really well with it.
Chilies.
Yeah,
Colours.
they're nice, aren't they?
Ripper.
I love getting a green and a red chili. They just look really good.
Yeah, that's right.
So quick upside down. I'm going to put them right in close to the fire. And then I want to get this wok a little bit hotter, so I'll probably just drop that straight into the coals for a bit. You can see it gets a bit smoky when this happens because all that olive oil and garlic and stuff is dripping into the fire.
Smells pretty amazing though.
Yeah, it smells really good. That's probably done.
Probably. Yeah.
Yep, I reckon.
Yep, all the flesh is white.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Smell
Far out.
is
That
divine.
smell is insane.
They look beautiful.
Cool. All right, we can just leave them there for a bit because we're actually going to have to pull the meat out of them. So that's going to be a team effort. And we're not going to be able to pull the meat out of them until that bacon is crispy. All right, pasta is boiled and al dente. So let's pour that water out. All right, bit of tomato, bit of chili, straight in, a few seconds. And while those guys are just finishing that off, I'm gonna start pulling the bloody meat out of these things.
Fair enough.
Yep, that's cool. GoPro is dead. GoPro is dead. All right, do you wanna bring it up?
Reasonably hot.
Cool. All right, you guys wanna just start pulling meat out?
Yep.
And just throw it straight in.
Just far out a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna try
What a
this.
feast, boys.
Oh my God, have you tried some?
No.
Try
Wow.
some. Try some.
It's so rich.
That is the best tasting prawn I've ever tried.
Yeah.
That's like a tiger pawn, tiger pawn. Tiger like the best tiger prawn. Wow.
Don't know if I can
Beautiful.
ever
That's
have a
super
prawn
impressive.
again.
That's super impressive.
It's kind of like a bit of a prawn and a
Crayfish or a
and
marron or
beautiful. Far out.
wow. It tastes like saltwater food. Like saltwater fish. It doesn't taste like a freshwater thing. Okay.
Make a killer stock with these heads.
Oh yeah, amazing stock with these heads. All right, pasta in, and I'm gonna go get a GoPro battery because mine just died. Alrighty, let's put these bloody things in. Oh my God. So, serving pasta, I like to do a little wrap with tongs, drop it in, and then I like to get the meat and drizzle, sort of put the meat on top. Yeah. So I like to put all the stuff on top. Makes it look cool. Bloody expensive camping grader, but I do this for a living, so.
Yeah.
All right,
Business expense.
business expense, exactly.
Cost of doing business.
Jump in, fellas, let's try this.
Mate.
The thing I can't get over is we caught this
Yeah.
just there in that little creek. And it tastes luxurious.
You'd pay $40
Yeah, this is a $40 meal.
at a restaurant in Perth.
It's just cool. This is a really satisfying meal. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a really tasty meal to have at home with prawns, and it will delight anyone who likes prawn pasta. For us here in this kind of setting, it's just something special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We were in Broome at the pet shop buying chicken pellets 5 hours ago. And then
And now we're here.
and you two didn't think we'd catch anything.
I had no hope.
Had
Dolphin.
absolute confidence.
To his-
And we caught
to his
how many?
credit.
14.
14.
Good throwing. Couple
Thank
of
you.
crap ones, but
Couple of crap ones. All right,
didn't matter.
cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
See you in the next one.
See you soon.
Cheers.
Shit, this is good.
Fucking good.
I'm really enjoying this.
You were dead set pay good money to eat this.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna have a steak.